I know you guys hear that just like I do, and you could tell when you hear the running water, we kind of get excited. We know that means waterfalls, that means swimming holes. It's late at night. By late, I mean about 7 p.m. It gets dark around 8. And we're in the mountains, you know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes north of Duluth. This is French River down here. And there's a lot of swimming holes along the area. Now, I already went down and checked a couple of them out. I thought George was going to go on a rope swing, but he said, I'm not doing it unless you do it. So I had to go back to the car, get my stuff, show these young ones how to do it, get ready to enjoy up north in Minnesota. So I know we've talked about this many times before. A waterfall to some of us from other states is a little bit different to those of us that live in Minnesota. Okay, there are some good waterfalls up here. I wouldn't classify this as a big waterfall. Technically, it is a waterfall. It's a tiny cascade, but this is what it is right here. All right, there's a rope swing. You got a little waterfall over here, real small. And then as you go down here, you got a nice little tiny cascade down here as well. So, you know what? When you're in Minnesota, anything with a 2-foot drop is called a waterfall. So enjoy it. Water's nice and warm and it's inviting. We're going to see what it's like in a second. Now, roughly between Duluth and Twin Harbors, you find the French River. It's a beautiful river, a very small system, you know, not as big as some of the larger tributaries to Lake Superior. This section right here is only a couple hundred yards from Lake Superior, and they do call this on Google Maps French River Falls. To some of us, it's kind of not really a waterfall. To other ones, technically, it is a cascade and it can be called a waterfall. Now, this rope swing was not what we expected. We did what everybody should do, and that's check for rocks before you do all these swimming and swinging. And there was only one small area you could swing into, which is why we didn't do any extravagant swings. You'll see where I'm right now, probably about 5-6 feet deep, but if I went forward another 2 feet, there's a huge rock there. So all you could do is really do a quick, small Tarzan swing. I'm guessing if you're 30 pounds, you could swing and come back, but the water sure was inviting in this part of the French River. Just some beautiful swimming holes, no crowds, and what more could you ask for? Only 20 minutes outside of Duluth. I mean, you can see right now, perfect flow here in midsummer. It's a great place to spend an afternoon, and you may have it all to yourselves like we did. So we've kind of got higher here, and as we get higher, this is the upper part of the French River, and right below this trestle, we got a really nice swimming hole right here. I think George might show everybody how deep it is. I don't know, he looks a little nervous, but look at this swimming hole. Beautiful little swimming hole right here. And this is the top portion of the fall. So as you go down this direction, you can see the hole I was at way down there by that tree. And then there's another swimming hole we're gonna go check out right there. So when you see the word French River Falls, just kind of alter your mind and say, hey, this isn't gonna be a big waterfall, but there's gonna be some really nice places to go swimming, just like we are, and you won't be disappointed. While we were swimming, we were paid a visit by what you're seeing right here. That's the North Shore Scenic Railroad. It goes right to the top portion of what's called French River Falls. There's George. He's a little nervous about the slightly cold water, but you know what? He did make it in later. But as you can see, there's 3 or 4 pools that are absolutely awesome. Like this one right here. Looks like a massive bathtub that we had all to ourselves. What a great place to spend a summer day on. Here, a short distance from Duluth on the Lake Superior shoreline.